सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अज्ञात्वा ते महत्त्वं यदिह निगदितं विश्वनाथ क्षमेथः स्तोत्रं चैतत्सहस्रोत्तरमधिकतरं त्वत्प्रसादाय भूयात् वेधा नारायणीयं श्रुतिषु च जनुषा स्तुत्यता वर्णनेन स्फीतम् लीलावतारैरिदमिह कुरुताम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम्. Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. When Krishna was playing the flute, the Gopikas trees were extremely enamored, attracted, and they all reached Krishna. Here is where Bhaṭṭatiri from the before and later takes us through the circumstances that led to Krishna dancing with the women. So it is called Rasa Panchadhyayi. Here, Bhaṭṭatiri describes the delight of the Gopikas. Let us go through one shloka after the other. Upayatanam sudrisham kusuma yudhabanapata vivashanam abhivanchitam vidhatum kritamatirapeeta jagathat vamamiva. Kritamatihi api, though mentally decided, vidhatum abhivanchitam, to fulfill whatever they had desired through that festival of love. Despite that, their desire was tasam sudrisham, of whom? Those beautiful looking women. Kusuma yudha bana pata vivashanam. What was their desire? Their state is revealed. Their desire is on one side. What was their state? Their state is Kusuma yudha bana pata vivashanam. They have been struck extremely with the flower arrows of the one who shoots flower arrows, which means Cupid. Ataha eva upayatanam. Therefore, they have come to you, Krishna. They have come to you. Tvam jagatha taha vamam iva. You did speak to them in a very, very disinclined tone. You did tell them. Gaganagatam muninivaham shravaitum jagitha kulavadhu dharmam dharmyam khalute vachanam karma tuno nirmalasya vishwasyam. So here Bhaṭṭatiri says, Tvam jagitha kulavadhu dharmam. You did clearly tell those women who had come, especially married women, you had told them kulavadhu dharmam. What are the duties of a married woman? Shravaitum, for the hearing. Muninivaham gaganagatam. The Munis wanted to listen that from you, like how later Bhagavad Gita he talks about Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. He is talking about Stri Dharmam here. So the Munis gathered. Muni Nivaham Gaganagatam Vachanam te Nirmalasya. Those words which were told by you were blemishless. Khalu Dharmyam, and they were accordance with Dharma. Karma Tuna Vishwasyam. Your actions are not at all dependable, because see, this is a very important point. Now he explains about Kula Dharmyam. The other side, he will do Rasa Krida with them. Now we may wonder, why is he doing this and doing that? All his actions cannot be explained or understood by mortals like us. So Rishis try understanding. He is beyond our perception. Karma tu na vishwasyam. आकर्ण्यते प्रतीपां वाणीमेणीदृशः परं दीनाः मा करुणा सिन्धो परित्यजेत्यचि अतिचिरं विलेपुस्ताः आकर्ण्यते pratīpāṃ vānim. Hearing those unfavorable words, because those women had left all their comforts, their family, and had come to have Bhagavad Gunanubhavam with Krishna. When Krishna is telling what is Kula Dharmam, Stri Dharmam, go back, that is your Dharmam, they couldn't tolerate these words. Pratīpāṃ vānim taha yeni drishaha, those doe-eyed women, param dinaha, but they were extremely grief-stricken. Atichiram vilepuhu iti. They pleaded for a very long time. Krishna, please don't send us back. We have observed this vratam to Kartyayini. We have observed this vratam only to have that gunanubhavam with you. Please don't leave us. Hey, Karuna Sindho, you are the ocean of compassion. We all know that you are full of Karuna. Mama Parityajya. Do not forsake us. Mama, don't. Parityajya, forsake us, abandon us. We have come fully relying on you, Krishna. Tasam ruditair lapitaihi karuna kulamanaso muraretvam tabhisamam pravritto yamuna pulineshu kamam bhirantum. Murare, the one who has been able to kill Mura, an asura called Mura. Tvam karuna kula manasaha. Your heart is filled with compassion. Earlier he was Karuna Sindhu. Here Karuna kula manasaha. Your mind and heart is filled with compassion. Tasam ruditaihi lapitaihi. Because of that weeping and crying, these women kept on doing. All the women, imagine all the women crying together. Ruditehi lapitehi. Krishna couldn't take it anymore. Why should I make them cry? Instead, pravrittaha abhirantum kamam. So he began the sport of love, that rasanubhavam, which is rasa krida. He began the sport of love. Abhirantum kamam pravrittaha. Kamam, love. Tabihi samam yamuna pulineshu. Where? I told you, throughout Dashamaskandham, whatever Krishna does will be either on this side of Yamuna or the other side of Yamuna. So samam yamuna pulineshu, in the sand banks of the river Yamuna, tabihi samam yamuna pulineshu. Krishna started sporting with them. Chandrakarasyanda lasat sundara yamuna tatanta vithishu gopi janot tariyairapadita samstaro nyashidastvam. Chandrakara syanda lasat sundara yamuna tatanta vithishu. By the sandbanks of river Yamuna. With Chandrakara syanda, captivating the flood of moonlight that was coming. There was so much of moonlight that was coming. Chandrakara syanda lasat sundara yamuna tatanta vithishu. Full of moonlight that was coming. Tvam nyashidaha apadita samstaraha. Thereby you sat on the banks of river Yamuna. Now you'll have to imagine this in a beautiful form. From the top, if you're seeing, there is a meandering, black-hued river that is going with serene waters. On either sides, there is fine sand, Pulineshu, Yamuna Nadi Pulineshu. And there Krishna is lying with the Gopikas trees on the banks of the river. Gopi Janot Janottariyehi, Jana Uttariyehi. Uttariyam is the upper garment. Krishna has put all the Gopikas trees Uttariyam and is lying on them. Apadita samstaraha. You did sit on that and then lie down. Chandrakarasyanda. Krishna was looking at the cool rays of the moon that was coming along with the Gopikas trees and was telling, see, look at the moon. So they were having a very, very passionate speech. Sumadhura narmalapanaihi karasangrahanaischcha chumbanoullasaihi gadhalingana sangaistvam anganalokama chakrishe. Sumadhura narmalapanaihi. Narmalapanaihi sumadhura. Those words which were very sweet as well as amusing. Beautiful words. Karasangrahanaihi chumbanoullasaihi. As they were clasping their hands, chumbanoullasaihi. with beautiful passion-laid crisp kisses. That kiss, Chumbanolasaihi, Kara Sangrahanaihi, Gadhalingana Sangaihi cha. How were these Gopikas? These one was kissing him, one was embracing him, Gadhalingana Sangaihi. So full tight embraces they were giving. Kara Sangrahanaihi. They were holding their hands, kissing, embracing. Tvam Anganalokam, you did thereby, Hey Krishna of Guruvayur, thereby you rendered all these Gopikas threes Akulicha Krishe, ecstatic with joy. They were extremely delighted. Whatever they wanted through Katyayani Vratam, they accomplished because they were with Parabrahmam in the human form at that point in time. Vasoharana dine yadvasoharanam pratishrutam tasam tadapi vibho rasa vivasha swantanam kanta subhruva madadhaha. Hey Vibho, hey Krishna, who has pervaded everywhere. Yat pratishrutam, whatever has been promised. There was some promise made. Vasoharana dine, on that particular day, you snatched away the clothes. When you snatched away the clothes, tat vasoharanam api, even in that removal of clothes, tvam adadhaha tasam, now you did perform that particular act. Why? Kanta subhruvam, beautiful damsels to those beautiful Gopikas threes, rasa vivasha swantanam, whose minds were overcome by that passion. So there is an incident that Bhaṭṭatiri relates to. One, they had performed Katyayani Vratam to obtain Anubhavam with Krishna. The other is when they had gone to bathe in the waters of Yamuna in the early morning, relinquishing all their clothes. Krishna snatched away their clothes as if to tell them, when you entered the waters, you have to respect Varuna Devata and you have to have at least one piece of cloth over your body. Rasa Vivasha Swantanam. Kandalita Gharmalesham Kunda Mrudusmera Vaktra Pathojam Nandasuta Tvam Trijagat Sundaram Upaguhya Nandita Balaha. Hey Nandasuta, hey the son of Nandagopa, Taha Balaha Nanditaha, those Gopikas, those innocent ones experienced. Balaha Nanditaha Upaguhyatvam. Upaguhyam is to embrace, tight embrace. Upaguhyatvam Kandalita Gharmalesham. How was your body? There were sweats, that perspiration we call sweat, right? So Kandalita Gharmalesham, whose body was completely drenched in sweat. Kunda Mridu Smera Vaktra Pathojam. Kunda Mridu, very tender lotus like. Smera Vaktra Pathojam. So there was such a smile, like the lotus flower, like the jasmine flower, because jasmine, it always has a bud. And in that bud stage itself, it is taken so that it can be strung into garlands. Kunda Mridu Smera Vaktra Pathojam. So he's already compared to lotus. Here you have the jasmine. Smera Vaktram, very pleasing smile. Trijagat Sundaram. And who was Krishna? He looked the most beautiful in all the worlds put together. That is why Rukmini, when she writes, she says, Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Shinvatante. You are the Mr. World, Mr. Universe. Then Bhaṭṭatiri says, Virahe Shvangāramayaha Shringāramayascha Sangamehi Tvam Nitaramangaramayastattra Punaha Sangamepi Chitramidam Kamininam Tvam Hi. For those beloved ones, you are indeed Angaramayaha Viraheshu. Angaramaya. Angaramaya is, a burning piece of charcoal, coal, which is very hot. So, Angaramayaha Viraheshu, full of heat, like burning firewood during separation. While that separation happens, whenever Gopikas threes feel separated from you, they feel that there is Angaramaya, full of heat, charcoal. Sangametvam, in case they come together with you, there is a union. Shringaramaya hacha. So without you, Angaramaya, coal, burning piece of firewood. With you, Shringaramaya, full of love. Api tatra punaha. Did it stop here? No. Again, Rasa Kridayam Sangame Api. During Rasa Krida, whenever there was a union of love, Tvam Nitaram Angaramayaha. You were verily that Angaramaya. Angaramaya is again a burning piece of firewood or charcoal. Idam chitram, this is happening wondrous. It is wonderful indeed. Anga aramayaha, thereby you delighted them thus. Hey Krishna, says Bhaṭṭatiri. Radha tunga payodhara sadhu parirambha lolupatmanam aradhaye bhavantam pavanapuradhisha shamaya sakalagadan. Aham aradhaye bhavantam. Thereby, Krishna, I worship you. Radha tunga payodhara sadhu parirambha lolupatmanam. By the embraces that you made of Radha. See here, he says Radha tunga. Now, Srimad Bhagavatam doesn't make any mention of Radha. But Bhaṭṭatiri does make a mention because he was greatly inspired by acharyas before him. So we have a few Puranas like Devi Bhagavatam, I think Padma Puranam, that do make reference of Radha. You had the great work called as Gita Govindam by Jayadeva that exclusively talks about Radha and Krishna. There are 2-3 references in Yadavabhyudayam where Vedanta Deshika mentions about Radha. So Radha had been in the vogue. So he wanted to imbibe that. So he says, Radha Tunga Payodhara Sadhu Parirambha Lolupatmanam Pavanapuradhisha. You were extremely embracing Radha. Shamaya me sakala gadan. You are waiting for Radha. You are playing with the Gopikas, trees. You do everything for them. How long will it take for you to remove my ailments? Asks Bhaṭṭatiri. Shamaya me sakala gadan. Please eradicate all my ailments.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha RAP 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshikadaya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes, and the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar, geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskar.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते. नारायण 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 नारायण.